All right, guys. So in this presentation, and I basically want to talk about how this opportunity we are pushing, talking about AK 1111, which you're going to know more about in subsequent videos or if you attend our Zoom meeting. Okay. Now the big question right now is this another CBEX scam? Okay. Or is this Omega another kind of Omega Pro or Intelligence Prime Capital? Personally, myself and my partners, we lost over 100,000 US dollars in the Omega Pro scam. All right. And my partner, as myself, as is still probably haven't gotten over it yet. When we lost money in Omega Pro, $180,000, and then we lost in Intelligence Prime Capital, we lost like 70. Yeah, my asset and his asset combined was like $70,000 in Intelligence Prime Capital. And then there is this other one, I can't even remember the name again, but it was around that time of Intelligence Prime Capital, where they pay all this 1% per day, 1.5% per day, all these kind of ridiculous things. And during that period, I just made up my mind, I'm not going to do these things again. In fact, if I hear 1% per day, I just say no, 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 no. Just I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I don't want to be involved. Okay. And I remember when my friend Innocent reached out to me and told me about this business, okay, which is it was a business of crypto investments. The company reaches out to reputable crypto companies with crypto projects, okay, and then they promote those crypto projects. So they reach out to those companies and say they like to promote, and then they work out a commission for promoting that project, and then they take it out, and then they begin to promote it. First of all, when I heard about it, I completely refused. I was against I just told him I'm not interested, because that was the same period where I lost $180,000. Like, it was just madness, and I was not interested in anything like that. And then after the guy made $200,000, I could not say I'm no longer interested. I had to be interested. Okay, like, come on now. I had to be interested. I mean, after he made more than $200,000 and bought crypto assets, okay, that ran into, like just one crypto asset he bought at that time at for 18,000 US dollars, which is right now he's holding like 5 million units of that asset, and that asset is definitely is definitely exploding. In fact, right now the what that he can withdraw monthly on that asset is $500 a month. Sorry, $300 a month. This is like 500K a month. And I just when like I say, when I now saw that, the it this the crypto company, that's the crypto packages that they are promoting are legit packages. Okay, so this is not another CBX, this is not another Omega Pro. I did not do CBX. I did not lose a dime in CBX. Every other thing that came after Intelligence Prime, I was not involved, and I will not be involved in anything that pays $1 a day. Now, there are people that will say, okay, I'll put my money, make money for maybe a week or so, make money for a month, and take out the money. That's fine. I'm not interested in such things anymore. Okay, I'm only doing legit stuff that are proven, stuffs that are verifiable on real products that are working, real things that are working in the market and are not scammy and shady. So I want to do a short video right now, okay, about the whole what we are working on. So if you saw the advert, one of the things that I made clear on the advert was that first of all, there's a company called Ultron. Ultron is the project that we are promoting. So let me, because what I try to do is to, let me use, in this case, I'm going to use ChatGTP. Okay, I'm going to go to Ultron's website shortly, but I want to start with ChatGTP. All right, I'm just going to create a project here, and I'm going to call that project Ultron. All right, so and I'm just going to say what is Ultron. Okay, Okay, so what is Ultron? Okay, okay, yeah. So they just said number one, Ultron is Marvel Comics. Like they're basically just general search of the internet. This is ChatGPT talking. Okay, Ultron is a layer one blockchain ecosystem. Okay, designed to host dApps, NFTs, DeFi platforms, and multiverse projects. So Ultron is a blockchain. I'm going to go to their website shortly, but Ultron is a blockchain. So you need to understand what Ultron is, the one that created the project that we are working on, which is AK1111. Okay. AK1111, yes. Okay. But Ultron is essentially a blockchain. Okay. The key features of Ultron are what? Low transaction fees, fast processing, staking and node rewards, native token, okay, often called ULX. So Ultron has ULX, which I said my friend now has 5 million worth of ULX, which is insane. Because of where Ultron is going, that is really, really insane. Okay, what's the business model? Frequently promoted through network marketing platform called Mavi Global. Okay, potential use cases. Now, this is similar to Ultron, but with integrated ecosystem incentives like super nodes and passive earning structures. That is the summary. Okay, it's a layer one blockchain. It's not run by Nigerians, by the way, and I'm going to show you. It's a layer one blockchain. So layer one blockchains are things like Ethereum, okay, Solana. Those are blockchains that you build projects on top. Other developers can build projects on top that blockchain. Now, Ultron is more or less like saying you're hearing about the Bitcoin blockchain when it just started. When it's like hearing about Solana when Solana just started and you are not taking Solana seriously. But now you take Solana seriously because it is a lot of money. Okay, just like one of our leaders who, one of the people pushing this, who was saying how he refused to buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin was just cents. He also refused to buy it. Also, in fact, he even refused to buy plenty when it was $200. He bought one unit and he got angry because the gas fee was 400 to buy it. So he got mad. Okay, he said today he wished that he sold his pants and his trousers and his entire house to buy it. So now it is not attractive. Okay, Ultron is not attractive, ULX is not attractive. Only people that can see the future based on certain things, and we are going to do that, look at those certain things. What are those things that you could use to know, is this a project I should jump on? Okay, in terms of crypto, because what we are talking about here is a crypto project. Forget the channel through which you are hearing about it. I've already explained that the company that introduced this thing to me myself, which Innocent told me about when they just came to Nigeria 3 years ago. I thought it is another intelligence prime capital that wants to come and take my money. Okay, but the idea was very simple. They'll reach out to blockchain projects, people that are running blockchain projects that they feel has good potential and good projects, and then they are going to introduce that project to their community. Okay, they're going to introduce this project to their community so that their community can hop on it, but they're going to do a deal with the people who have this project and say, listen, if we introduce this to our community, what are you going to give us? What percentage are you going to give us for everybody that signs up or jumps on this platform? And Ultron being a new project, okay, felt like, no, we are willing to work with any company that is willing to help us spread the news, like a way of advertising and marketing what we are doing. Okay, so now, like I said, let's look at Ultron. Okay, and so let's clear it out. So because Ultron is, if this thing is going to crash, it is Ultron that has to crash. All right, or if this thing is going to have problem, it is Ultron. And again, if you look at the history, okay, let me ask ChatGPT, how frequently do layer one blockchain ecosystems crash? Give an example. How frequently do layer one blockchains crash? Okay. and provide me with an example. Okay, it's a layer one blockchain ecosystems rarely crash completely, but partial outages, network health, or major vulnerabilities do occur. And by the way, this thing I'm checking now, I never checked it before. I'm just doing it live with you on the call. Okay, and can significantly impact trust, asset value, and ecosystem. So, what is a crash? Full crash, total network shutdown, irreversible failure, very rare. Network halt, temporary freeze due to bugs, overload, or attack, severe bugs, transactions fail or get reversed, smart contracts misbehave, security breaches, exploits in the consensus. Notable examples: Solana, the Solana everybody is talking about. Solana had multiple network outages. Notable incident: September 21, 2021, Solana went down for 17 hours due to massive bot-driven IDO, which is initial index offering, that spammed the network with 400,000 TPS. May 2022, another outage lasted 7 hours, caused by durable nouns bug in transaction processing. Root causes: network congestion, validator overload, and software bugs. Impact: temporary trust loss. Price drop in Solana coin and the project's paused. Now, Ethereum. Ethereum had multiple 51% attacks. Okay, when 2020 the network suffered 3 successful 51% attacks in 1 month. Result: double spending, chain reorganization. And then the impact: exchanges delisted them, and developers lost faith in the chain security. This is Ethereum that everybody is talking about today, and a lot of marvelous projects are on this same Ethereum as we are talking right now. People are constantly, in fact, Solana and Ethereum are now among the most notable blockchain systems in the world. Okay, and then Terra, which is Luna, is a layer one with native stablecoin ecosystem. What happened? The UST stablecoin lost its 1% peg, led to death spiral. Luna crashed from $80 to less than 0.01. Cause: algorithm stablecoin design failure, not a technical crash but a protocol. Impact: tens of billions lost, ecosystem died, regulators stepped in. So I guess that's why you don't hear much about it anymore. So how frequent are layer one failures? Minor, common. Network halts, occasional. Solana and Avalanche have had that. Major exploits, rare. Total collapse, very rare, like Terra, Luna. Okay, so layer one blockchains don't crash like a website, but they can halt, fail economically, or be exploited. Now, I'm basically, all of this we are talking about crypto. Okay, we are talking about crypto. So the idea I wanted to show you here is that layer one blockchains, these are the most stable blockchains systems in the world. They don't crash. All right, like they are saying here, they can have failures. So Ultron has had issues. Sorry, I say Ultron. Solana has had issues. Ethereum has had issues. Terra has had issues. Okay, Terra now, the regulators now had to step in to look into their operations. Okay, because they had a crash. So blockchains are very stable. You don't hear that a blockchain crashed like these platforms, like maybe what do you call it, CBEX and all that. No, they don't crash like that. Okay, so Ultron is a layer one blockchain and has projects on it. Akasha is just one of the projects. The AK111 we want to talk about is just one of the projects. So this is Ultron Foundation's website. Okay, and you can come here on yourself. Is ultron.foundation. Okay, this is their roadmap, right? So these are all the things they've been doing, okay, in their roadmap. These are their partners. Okay, these are projects. The staking hub is where my man has 5 million what ULX. He did not invest 5 million, by the way. He invested $18,000, but the thing he locked it up. They put it on his what do you call it, lock. It's locked funds. Okay, that was minting for, it's supposed to mint for 5 years, but you can turn off the minting whenever you want to turn it off, like turn off the compounding. So he turned it off after 3 years. He felt like, I now have 5 million, I've minted millions, so it's okay. All right, now I want to begin to make money out of it. I want to begin to withdraw my profits. And then at the end of the 5 years, they will give him back his original what that he invested. So that whatever that is now in the new value, let's say he, as at the time he bought $18,000 worth of it, he had let's say he had 1 million of the coins of the ULX, and ULX now goes to $1. That means it's $1 million. Right now he has 5 million worth of it. So if at the time of the 5 years where he's taking out the initial one that he locked, he's going to have a minimum of that worth in the new value of ULX. Okay, but while you lock it, what they are doing is they are minting new coins for you, so your coin value is growing. So now he has 5 million. All right, and now he has turned it off, so he can withdraw monthly. Okay, so people have turned it off and withdrawn their profit that they've made for the last maybe 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, depending on how long you locked it. So he's allowed his own to be locked for 3 years. So first of all, you need to realize that he has been, because that's another issue of trust, he has been able to lock that asset for 3 years, and after locking it for 3 years and unlocking it now, so the company has been around there and it has been minting. So that's what I'm trying to tell you again, that this is not some scammy stuff that comes, collects people's money and then disappears or run away. This is not what we are talking about here. This is a serious business we're talking about here. This is a blockchain. All right, so they did mainnet, ULX scan, Ultron swap. These are all different packages they have released. Credit card online purchases, Ivana Tattoo Art NFT pre-sale, world biggest blockchain conference, cross-chain bridges, MPOs, Ivana validator program, Lotto Day stage 1. Lotto Day was released. That was part of what Innocent was telling me about back then. Lotto Day, RNBW NFT marketplace, developer incentive program, Reshape, Flip Me card. Yeah, he was also promoting this one back then. Flip Me, okay. Lending and borrowing, Lotto Day. That's another one that has been promoted seriously by but that back then was being promoted when I had not yet taken this opportunity seriously. Okay, this is the CEO, so you can even come here and grab his name, go to YouTube and watch all his interviews in different crypto conferences around the world. So this is not some folks that are hiding somewhere that you don't know, you are not accessible, you can't touch them, you can't feel them. No, this is the CEO of Ultron. Okay, and this is the CTO. You can carry their names, go to YouTube. Let me just do an example. I don't want to do this so that I will not waste too much time. Okay, interview. Take his name and just type interview. Okay, because at the end of the day, you need to do your own research. Money is made. I wish that I did this research when he was telling me about this thing many years ago. I did not. Okay, I just felt because I lost money, I'll probably lose my money again. So this is live in Web3 Conference 2023. This is a brief interview on this. So you can check him out. He has, he's going around. He's on different. Look at this one. Is Catch the Vibe Blockchain Live 2024. So he's going around, attending all these blockchain events, trying to push the blockchain so that more and more people will know the blockchain and adopt the blockchain. All right, so that's the guy that is running the project. Okay, they have like 40 senior developers. This particular project we're talking about, which is AK111 now, has been worked on by over 60 senior developers. Their team has guys that has worked on Polygon, Polkadot, Hyperledger, Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, and even Solana. They have some of the best hands. And if you are a developer, all right, you can apply to work with them. They have open opportunities. I think this is the page here. They have open opportunities. All right, you can come here, look at, if you're a developer, you could reach out, like a developer that develops blockchain projects. Okay, you can come and check what openings they have. All right, so this is a real organization. I'm trying to show you that this is a real organization. This is not another CBEX scam. Okay, so this is not another CBEX scam. This is a real organization, and you can come here, look at this. This is the staking hub NFT that my guy did. So yeah, you can come and look it up. Look up their projects. Sticking up. So they have like ecosystem, projects that they've done. Ultron Foundation, Ultron Swap, ULX Scan, Lotto Day, RNBW, R Shape, Flip Me. So all of these projects are built on the Ultron network. Okay, so you can list on their exchange, build on Ultron. You can build on Ultron. So you, as a developer, you can build a blockchain project on Ultron. You can explore their investments. Okay, so like I'm just basically trying to say this is some real stuff. Okay, this is not some stuff fly by night projects or some individuals who are trying to come and collect your money and run away. No, 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 no. This is a blockchain. All right. So so if you have time, you can come around and learn more about Ultron. So the what you are we are in what we are looking at, the project we are looking at is a crypto project, and it is on Ultron. Okay, so that is the reason why I brought you to Ultron, just so that you understand what Ultron is, in case you've never heard of Ultron. And then now I think Ultron also has this thing they launched some time ago, which is what we call the big whale. Okay, you can also come and look at the BU. Like Ultron is full of projects. Like projects are just happening everywhere. DeFi, meme coins, Web3 coins, NFT lending and borrowing. And they even have some things that they were pushing recently on the join the next big token launch. Big Wheel finds and launches the best new tokens before they list on other exchanges. So you could actually come and register, so that once and there's a token that launches before it goes to other exchanges, you become aware of it and you can get in early. So that is Ultron. And again, like I said, you need to do your own research. Come and go and look at Ultron. I heard about Ultron 3 years ago. I did not take them seriously until my guy ended up with 200,000 US dollars, changed his house, bought like maybe two new clean vehicles, and was living the clean life, And then I was like, oh my God, what got into me? Sometimes you get so offended with, a loss of money that you stop paying attention. You just stop listening. Okay, so and what we are basically trying to get you to do with this thing is listen. You must not invest, but just at least listen. Okay, and then know whether this is something, whether this could be your next Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you why.